Hello,
Hello.
everyone.
How
Hey,
are we doing?
guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of Roll of Advice. Here
This
we
is the
go.
show where we give you advice based on a roll of the die.
I don't know why, man. I just feel compelled to say it every time. I know it triggers you, so I've got to
Uh,
go. Da, da, da.
nah, I love it now. I've grown to love it over time.
That's all right.
This this is how the show works. Basically, we read out the questions that you sent into us via social media or during this live stream, and then we roll the die. After that, we'll then discuss the question before giving you the best advice in this entire universe. Now, this is how the die works. If you roll a 1 or a 2, well, we'll keep it short and sweet. If you roll a 3 or 4, we'll talk about it a little bit. Won't we talk about it, Sid?
We certainly will.
We will indeed. And if it's a 5 or a 6, that's the jackpot advice. That's the one that you want.
That's the one that we
No.
want. That is the one that we want. Well, that's the one that everyone wants because they know that's
Really?
where the best advice is.
Indeed, indeed.
Now, the ultimate question is, Gassim.
Yes.
Well, I'll let you ask me the question because I kind of like jumped the gun here.
Well,
This is where you ask me the question, and I'll be like, "Yeah." So today's thing, is
So, well, yeah, you jumped the gun. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So, Sid, tell
I'm
us,
so excited.
honor us with who today's sponsor is.
Well, today's sponsor is and a amazing studio, Orion Design Studios. Again, thank you so much, Orion Design Studios, for sponsoring us. You've been sponsoring us from the very start, and we appreciate everything that you are doing to help us keep on going. Now, Orion Design Studios, guys, I bet you're wondering who they are. Now, if you've got some sort of business, guys, right, and you want to look at your logo, your branding, and your website, then go to Orion Design Studios, people, because they're going to look after you and do so much more. Because remember, guys, like I always say, when someone looks at your business, it's all about making the right first impression. Ain't that right, Cassie?
It is indeed.
It really is.
It is.
And we promise you guys, with Orion Design Studios, your first impression with your customers is going to be one to remember. All right. So don't waste any time. Losing out to competition, peeps. Go out and check their website. It's Orion Design Studios. Promise you guys, you're not going to be disappointed. The link is in the description below. If you want to go check them out, take a look at them. And again, a massive thank you to Orion Design Studios for sponsoring us as per usual. But most importantly, without you guys sending us in your questions, it's not going to work, the show. So again, a massive thank you to you all for sending them in. Getting them in via Facebook, Instagram, and the guys in the chat getting involved. Without you guys, the show just wouldn't happen. So a massive thank you to you all for keep doing what you're doing. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a subscribe. If you like what we're doing, don't forget, we also have our Patreon. Now,
indeed.
that's the formalities done, Gassim. You know, you got to do the little.
You got to do it.
Bits and the bets.
The bits and the bets.
I'm going to start with you now, my brother.
Holy moly!
What's your issue of the day, laddie?
My issue of the day. My issue of the day is this. I had an optician's appointment today. And it's been a while since I've been. I've put a lot of it down to COVID. I've just been avoiding going because of my own paranoia. Finally mustered up the courage to step outside into the big bad world again, and went to the opticians. And my eyesight's gone worse, man. What can I say? Not drastically worse, but worse than before. Now, the issue is this. I spend too much time, and well, this is down to my theory anyway. Since COVID, I have done nothing but stare at screens nonstop. I work on my computer. I obviously do roll of advice. I am playing games. The moment I'm off, I'll jump on my phone and watch some YouTube or some Netflix or something. And I feel like these screens are affecting me. What do I do?
Quit your job. Throw your phone in the bin. Right?
Holy moly.
limit your TV time. That's all I can say, really. Quit anything to do with the screen. Just let it go.
Just quit it. Let it go.
Just quit it.
Damn.
But when was the last time you had your eye test?
Oh, it's been a while, you know.
Are we talking a while? How long are we talking?
I'm talking about maybe about 2 years.
Oh, okay, that's not that long.
Maybe 2.5.
Oh, hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. How we all doing?
Well,
now,
most importantly, what One Z Productions has said is actually quite handy, Carson.
What's that?
Have a break.
Have a break.
Yeah.
Have a kick, yeah. I tell you what. Did you know? Just a little bit of a fun fact. Did you know that this is like the Mandela effect type thing, right? Did you know that that Kit Kat doesn't actually have a hyphen in between it on the packaging?
I know it doesn't.
Okay. So some people, I was talking to my mate the other day. Some people think that it has the hyphen in between it.
Yeah, a lot of people do think that. It's true. It's true. But I'm smart.
Never doubted that, brother. I never doubted that.
You know, just gotta let the doubters know, just in case.
Well, Shaji, tell me. This.
You tell me. Did they do that classic? Number one.
Oh no! See, these guys have upgraded.
Okay.
Before it used to be like those little spectacle things that you'd put on, and then they'd have those things that they just slide. Nah, this was like an entire machine, right? Put it on, put your head on the chin rest, and then it just automatically go do. Like, whoa! Check this. Check out the HDR. Upgradings indeed. These were top notch, man. But with that said, that's my issue of the day. All done and dusted. Say, tell me, what's your issue of the day?
My issue of the day, it's quite petty, really, but it did annoy me. So I bought a yo-yo from the shop. Right, when I was a kid, yo-yos were like the in things. You had the ball bearings on them. You used to spin them, walk the dog, rockabye baby, do all them little tricks. I was like, yo, I'm gonna relive my youth with yo-yos.
Okay.
So I got the yo-yo. Give it the flick that you do. It spun for like 2 seconds and then it comes up. And I've tried it numerous times, but it just doesn't spin. Shall I take it back to the shop and say you've sold me a dud yo-yo, or shall I just take it on the chin?
No, you should take it straight back to the shop. Don't even hesitate. Why are you here right now? Why are you not already at the shop? Why are you not there? Why are you not giving it back?
On that note, guys, I'll see you all later.
All right. Catch you later. So whilst Sayed's gone to the shop there, hopefully he's learnt his lesson to not buy corner shop yo-yos because they just don't work. It's like when you go to you're still muted, mate. It's like when you go to the shop. Try it again. Second time round. Have you when you go to the shop, do you remember when you were a kid, you used to see those machines where you used to put a 20 pence coin in and then you spin it, man. And then
I still see them and I'm like, I've got 20p on me.
Honestly,
I've got 20p on me.
Honestly,
go and just
but honestly, the things that come out of there are the crappiest things you could possibly ever want.
Oh,
but it's just
one side. Did you ever have a Tamagotchi? That's what I want to know. Because I did.
Do you know what? I never did.
Loved it. You're too young, man.
What do you mean too young?
Oh man, sometimes when I talk to you, you just constantly remind me how old I am.
Man, I tell you what.
That I'd say, and you just don't get them because you kind of miss the best time.
You're born. I just never played on it. I remember people in my school having it.
All the awesome things, man, you missed out on. Trust me, just because too young.
Well, it annoyed me the other day. I went to the shop and the Freddo was 35p.
Oh, we've already had the Freddo. We had the Freddo rant.
Honestly, we have, but still annoys me to this day.
And it's after that you didn't get another one. I hope not.
Indeed.
Kill it straight away.
So Sayed, I hope that helps. Basically, just go return it, and if you want a proper yo-yo, invest in a proper yo-yo, man.
think I might do, man.
Just do it. Relive your passion. Relive it, but just not with a corner shop yo-yo. Yeah, not a pound yo-yo, man.
Yeah, I can't even take it back because I ain't got a receipt. It's a pound shop at the end of the day.
I love that. Sell it on eBay. Make some profit. £1, 2p.
£1, 2p.
£1, 2p. Now, Sayed, I believe this is the part of the show where we tell the chat about.
Oh yes. So, guys, if you were with us last week was the very first introduction of Garsim versus the world. Now,
indeed, it was.
With last week's show, the world won. So the world are currently up 1-0. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to let everyone know what today's issue that Garsim has that he wants to get rid of completely. So remember, guys, so this is where you guys are deciding, should it be gone completely? Is Garsim right or is Garsim wrong? You put your case forward in the chat. Garsim will put his case forward. I will then be the judge and see who puts forward the better case. And the winner will be decided and the point will be given. So, Garsim, what should be eradicated?
What should be eradicated? Perfume advertisements. They're just the stupidest things in the world.
Perfume advertisements.
That's right. That's right.
There you go, chap. So when we bring it back later on, that's what we're going to be talking about. Perfume advertisements. You know, all them Dior's and Chanel's, where there's always like someone walking and something happening. And you're
Honestly,
like, that's going to make me buy a perfume. Should they be eradicated, those adverts? We'll come back and find out. But until then, we have a special guest joining us for today's show.
We do indeed.
All right. This special guest is taking no prisoners.
None.
Yeah. So be prepared to be on a journey of total ruthlessness. No gimmicks. Welcome to the show.
How are we doing?
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
We
Loud
can
and
hear
clear.
you loud and clear. No gimmicks. Can you hear us?
I certainly can.
Awesome.
No.
Right.
Now we've hyped you up a bit. No gimmicks, saying it's going to be a ruthless show tonight. Let's see what we've got, and we're going to start off with the very first question.
Indeed.
Now, the first question is from a guy called Sal. Sal says, my mate Keith borrowed some money from me. He borrows money from me all the time, but this geezer never gives the money back. Now I feel like the bad guy for even asking for it back. And what's worse is I get called a miser for bringing up the subject. What should I do to get my money back from Keith?
Holy moly. Well, let's find out by rolling that die.
Roll the die.
It's a 2.
It's a 2. Okay. Just
2.
remind everyone what a 2 is.
So a 2 is a short and sweet piece of advice. Now, before we do give you advice, let's discuss this first. Now, Sayed, have you ever been in a situation where you're giving somebody money and then they never give it back, and you don't feel like asking them because all that ever happens is you just get called a miser?
No, thankfully. I don't think I have.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
No?
I don't think I have, because I'm always so broke, no one even asks me for money. So like, there's no point asking him, he's not going to have any.
Believe me, I
best
know the
fucking
feeling.
living.
Again, massive shout out to our sponsors. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sponsors. Keep it going. Keep us going.
Keep it going.
Let's just keep doing it because I want to be in that position one day where someone asks me for like £5, I can be like, "Yo, here, take the £5, take it, just so I can ask for it back."
Indeed.
Kind of reminds me of that question, you know, where that person asked, like, lent like £2 something like ages ago.
yeah. It's a bit like that actually.
Should I ask for it back?
Yeah. So get the change back. It was like, should I ask for it back? Well, basically, this is the same thing, except now this isn't like a childhood thing. This is like, you know, to adult mates.
I wonder how much is borrowed off him in total.
It must be a bit for him to like. I don't think this is a £2 argument. I think this is, you know, this is a little bit of dosh.
Okay.
I'm thinking. Let's say this is about 300 quid.
Okay, let's say it's 300 quid. Right. No gimmicks. We'll get your thoughts in a moment. We will get your thoughts in a moment. I just want to try this out.
I tell you what. I'll be the guy who's borrowed you, who's given you the money, and you be Keith.
I'll be Keith.
What was the guy's name?
Sal.
Who am I? Sal. Right. I'll be Sal. You be Keith.
All right. Go on.
So how you doing, Keith? You all right?
Let's say it's £50. Just for
£50. All right. Okay. You all right, Keith?
Yeah, Sal. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, man. All good. Family all right?
Yeah, man. Family's all good, man. You know, lockdown got us all trapped in the house.
Oh,
it's hard. It's hard, man. It's just been a bit busy, like just trying to get some work, really. You know, being laid off from work, so I'm just trying to, you know, get a job, basically.
Nah, I completely get it.
Are you still working?
Yeah, still working, still doing what I'm doing.
Mate,
you know, it's been a little bit tight on my end as well, man. I'll be honest with you.
Do you know what, man? I'm just thinking, you know, I'm in a bit of a situation, man. I don't know how I'm going to eat for the next couple of days, man. I'm just wondering if you can just spare me like £5.
I mean, the thing is, man.
I'm not even working, man. I'm just trying to get back into work. So I don't know if you can just, you know, it's the £5.
The thing is, man. I know, but like,
I promise I'll give it you back. I promise you I'll give it you back. As soon as I get paid, as soon as I get into a job and I get paid, Sal, I'm giving you the £3 from last time and the £5 from this time.
And that's
£8 back.
And that's completely fine, but you're forgetting about the other £42. I mean, if I give you a £5 this time round, you know, that's
the £42.
Yeah, you owe me.
I thought those were gifts, like gift money. You didn't ask for it back, but why are you bringing it up now?
It wasn't gift money.
Why would you ask me for money back when I've just been laid off from work? I've got no money. I'm asking you for a £5.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, I'm struggling too. You know, it's not like I'm making.
Yeah, but you're working. I've just said I can't feed myself for the next 3 days. I need a £5. Can I have a £5, please?
Yeah, but £5 is not going to feed you for the next few days, man.
Sal, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Sal, what am I about?
Look, the thing is, look, I appreciate what you're saying, man, but it's just a no-can-do situation.
Sal, how long have you known me? We've known each other since we were like 3.
I know, and I feel bad. I do, but I'm in a situation right now where
Sal, it's just a £5. I'll walk you to the bank. Come on, let's go.
Oh, I became a little pet there. Come on, let's go. Come on,
let's go.
Walk into the bank.
Oh man, that's brilliant. Okay, so that's exactly how to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
No gimmicks. What are your thoughts on what Sal should do with his mate Keith?
Right. So first of all, right, Sal is a gullible. He's allowing this to happen to himself. So who is he to come on and complain, right? If you don't like giving money, stop dishing it out. You've got too much money to spend, too much money to give out. That this guy is taking advantage time and time again. First of all, is this guy homeless that he hasn't got anybody at home who he can't borrow money off? Sal's his only mate that can ever lend him money. How long have you been lending him money? You've not learnt your lesson.
Holy moly.
Yes.
How much money has it taken?
Yes, Al.
Do you know what I mean? It's like how much money has it taken for you to realise that I can't keep doing this anymore? Is it £5, £50, £200? Why are you still dishing out money? You should have learnt your lesson the first time you gave him a £5 and he didn't give it you back. You should have known. No, I mean now it's £50, but last time it might have been £5.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? So why even? Absolutely. I hope his other friends come and ask him for money as well, because obviously he likes dishing money out when he knows he's not getting it back. So serves him right.
Holy moly.
Keith, good on you, lad. Carry on asking him for money because he's got a lot of money to give. Walk him to the bank every day after 5 o'clock when he finishes work, and just be at the bus stop waiting for him when he gets off.
That's
So
brilliant.
so
in
Show
terms,
you at the pay point.
so no gimmicks. In terms of a short and sweet advice, what would you say?
Good on Keith, and good luck to you, Sal. Serves him right. I've got no sympathy for people like him who dish out money and then they moan afterwards. Oh, I borrowed him. I lent him £5. I lent him £50, and now he's not giving it me back. Hey, I've got no sympathy. Serves him right. Keith,
Oh, there we go.
milk him.
Short
and sweet.
for
Short
every
and sweet.
penny.
No
Yeah,
gimmicks.
Short and
milk
sweet.
him. Right. Okay.
Short and
Keith, milk him for every penny he's got, and make sure he's got zero balance in his account by the time you finish with him.
Oh wow, that's
Love
brutal. That is brutal. That's
Say
a-
what would you say?
That's
Okay, I would say, man up and just ask for your money back and stop being such a pushover.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think it's good that you should help your friends, but you should know where the limit is. Always be there to offer a helping hand, but understand when people are taking advantage of you. And if that's what's happening, then give them a slap around the jaw. Is what I'd say.
That's around the joke. Okay.
Cool.
Let's go
No
on to
sympathy.
the next one.
Cool. Cool.
Oh, that is
Love
that
that.
is
knock him
brilliant.
out while he's doing it.
Right. Well, that was a very productive first question. So I hope you got the advice that you wanted. Holy moly!
That's the advice.
I could tell what this episode is going to be.
No sympathy
Okay.
for losers.
Oh, look, no
Okay.
gimmick clearly never gives back what they borrow.
Okay, love it. So, next question. This is from Hannah. Hannah says, "How do I tell my boyfriend I want to break up with him because I can't take his bad breath anymore? I mean, it's bad. I'm embarrassed to keep asking him. If he just brushed his teeth, the situation wouldn't be the way it is right now. And when he's speaking to me, it's just horrible. Am I being too dramatic, or should I throw him a tic tac when he's yawning?"
That's me.
Should I throw him a tic tac when he's yawning? Well, I'll tell you what, Hannah,
Let's do him a roll of a die.
let's do exactly that. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. It's a 5. It's a 5. So just to remind you what that means it's the Jackpot Advice. So before we do get into the advice, do you know anybody who's just got absolutely wretched breath? There's always I remember in high school there's always that one teacher
Coffee breath.
who just had, honestly, the worst coffee breath, man, ever.
I think that's all I've come across. I think I've not come across someone with bad breath. I've come across someone that's like had coffee breath, and it's one of those where you. Oh, actually, I remember. I remember being in primary school.
Yeah.
It's just such a vivid memory. But I knew that my teacher had sugar puffs in the morning because I could still smell the sugar puffs on the breath.
I love it.
And I even asked the question. I said, Miss, have you had sugar puffs for breakfast? And she started laughing. And she's like, yeah, I did. She goes, how can you tell? I go, I can smell it on your breath. And then she goes, you don't say that, Hassan.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, so that's my experience with bad breath. But work-wise, coffee breath. Teachers, always coffee breath. Primary school teachers, sugar puff breath.
Love it. Love it. Have you met anybody with horrible breath, no gimmicks?
Yeah, I had to end my teacher's career.
Well, now because we're wearing masks, that's the beauty. We don't have to smell anyone's breath.
Prior COVID.
Honestly, prior to COVID.
Prior to COVID, well, to be honest, I don't get that close to people to be able to smell their breath anyway because it stinks. Right? So, no, I haven't because, like I said, I don't get that close to people. I don't associate myself with people who have bad breath.
But how do you
Tic Tacs straight up?
Do you no gimmicks? Do you keep a pack of Tic Tacs in like?
First thing I do.
The moment somebody yawns, just go.
1 second before you talk to me, just say
Just in case I have to ask you something.
Oh man. You
Say here.
with the mask.
Yeah, it's like aiming right at the mouth.
I'll be nice.
No. Honestly, I think I'm really bad at that because.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? Because I think I give it away. Because the moment I'm sat with somebody and they've got bad breath, I instantly start putting my hand in front of my mouth. I start covering my nose. I'm talking to them, nodding, but my hand's gone. And I think they know then that I can smell their disgusting breath.
Wow.
And
There's
automatically.
So no sympathy at all, right? Okay, yeah, just straight there, like.
Yeah. So, yeah. How's your day been?
My facial expressions. Yeah, it's my facial expressions and my hand gestures just go away.
Isn't that she's got a beard?
Got 12 bottles of beach, please.
Honestly. My frown on my forehead starts coming. You know, you can see the frown on my forehead. It just starts coming slowly to the point where I look angry. I'm now angry looking at them, thinking I can't take this anymore.
Love it. Gotta love
stinks.
It. Well, has got some ready for us when we get started.
Well, on that note, let's get started. What advice has the chat written here? No time for dragon breath, says Cass. Temp said, just straight up tell him. I tell my boyfriend all the time that his breath stinks. And let's see what else here. Let's blame the smeller, not the smelly. It's the opposite day. I love it.
Chungus replies.
So it's not opposite day. Ah, very clever. Very. Yo.
Roya says, brush your teeth, stinky Keith. You'll find yourself
dumped.
Alrighty.
Holy moly. Sid, what advice would you give?
The advice I would give, remember what her name was? Because it slipped out of my head.
Hannah.
Hannah, yeah. Hannah, you just need to... Hannah, look, you need to be open and honest. The first thing that you need to understand is a relationship is built on trust. Yeah. You need to sit him down and just say, look, Bob, I am sick to death of smelling your absolute stinky breath. If you don't get it sorted, me and you are done. We're finished. I am not waking up every morning smelling that disgusting breath when you say good morning to me. It makes me want to puke. I do not want to start my day puking up all over you. All right. Either get some mouthwash, brush your teeth, constantly have chewing gum in your mouth, or if you've got some sort of issue, go to the doctors and get yourself sorted. Because sometimes that can be an issue. You know, we don't want to discriminate. But if you can't take it anymore, Hannah, then do the right thing and get rid of him. That's my advice to you. Get rid. Don't even bother sitting him down. Just dump him send him a letter.
send him a handwritten letter with
Yeah,
with
a
one of
handwritten
those
letter.
stamps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And do you know what?
proper stuff.
Spray,
And, se-
spray.
and when you send that letter, send it by pigeon.
No, because
If
then
you're
they
gonna
might
do
not
it,
there.
well, you got to do it authentically. If you're gonna send a letter, there's no such thing as Royal Mail here.
Oh wow.
The breath's that bad. If you got the you don't want to kill the poor bloody postman who's coming to the door, man.
Which that's true. That's true.
Pigeons, man, we've got plenty of them. That's-
Do you know what? The Royal Place was a very good question.
Oh,
Did she not know that his breath stunk before they got together? That's the thing. Maybe she was like,
Maybe-
I'm thinking,
no.
It's just, maybe it's the garlic he's eating when we've gone to a
Nah.
restaurant.
because
Maybe it's the onions.
Nah, because do you know what it is? It might have been that thing what guys go through where they, where they actually make an effort to impress, and now that he's got her, he's just gone back to,
He's gone
Lazy
back
folk.
to being a slob.
but gone back to being a slob, basically.
No gimmicks. What are your thoughts? What advice would you give to Hannah?
Take a hike, basically.
Who take
Who
a
takes
hike?
the hike?
Hannah,
Hannah takes the hike.
Oh,
Hannah
takes
take
the
a hike.
Why?
Why does
Why
Hannah
poor
take a
Hannah?
hike?
He's the one who's suffering here, man. Don't go gimmicks.
Hannah. Yeah, because honestly, women like Hannah really get on my nerves, right? Before she now starts complaining about his bad breath, she was probably the type of girl who was going around telling all her girlfriends, "Oh, you know what, my boyfriend, you've got him. He's a fit guy, right? He smells beautiful, yeah, love him, really nice smell." Now, God knows how long she's been in a relationship with him. All of a sudden, his mouth stinks. What have you been feeding him, first of all, that his mouth stinks? Because obviously his mouth didn't stink before you got with him. He's been living with you. God knows what you've been feeding him, love. Yeah. Your broccoli, your Brussels sprouts, right? That his mouth is now. Why has it got to the stage where it's so stinky now that you can't even live with him? Why didn't you tell him before when it first started happening? When he wasn't brushing his teeth, why didn't you prompt him to brush his teeth so his mouth didn't get stinky? Yeah, no good sitting there complaining now with your hands on your head saying, "Oh, his mouth stinks."
Mouth
Your
stinks.
fault. You made his
Holy
mouth
moly.
stink.
So
So serves you right.
Hannah,
Live with it.
put up and shut
Deal
up.
with it. Exactly.
Gotta
Put up
love
and
it.
shut up. You
Gotta
got
love
him
it.
there. Your fault.
Oh, that is
Your fault.
Hannah. Just,
Hannah-
just let the record show, Hannah. I do not agree
No
with that.
sympathy.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, no.
You don't,
Well, no sympathy for people like that.
and get rid of him,
No,
Hannah.
it's
And
not
then
his fault.
next-
Hannah,
Hannah,
It's
you
her
see the solution. The solution to this is actually quite simple, Hannah. All you say is, if you want this, brush your teeth, and that's it. He'll brush his teeth.
Okay, you did it, my wife and kids.
If you want
He's
this,
probably-
yeah. If you
He's
want
probably
this,
fed up of her.
brush your teeth.
Brush your teeth. Wear a nose clip.
Wear a nose clip. Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea. You like people who have partners who snore, they put earplugs in. Yeah, put a nose clip on.
Yeah, put a pin on it.
When you go in for a smooch, just put that nose clip on, man. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine, Hannah.
You'll be fine.
Well,
Now,
Oh,
they're not going to last long.
holy moly.
I'd give that relationship 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks.
Yeah.
No gimmicks gives it 2 more seconds. Becky's next. Sayed, do you want to read out Becky's question?
Please.
Becky. Becky says, me and my partner were in bed, ready to go to sleep, and we both hear a loud ding dong. We both look at each other and like, did you hear that? Now he tells me to go and see what it is. So I jump out of bed and get ready to go downstairs and knock out whoever is there. As I go down, as I make my way down, I turn and say to him, babe, we don't even have a doorbell. We both got scared and jumped back in bed. Is it safe to say our house is possessed?
Well, let's roll that die and find out whether your house is possessed or not.
Based off a ding dong.
Based on based off a ding dong. Holy moly! I rolled the dice. I just realised that I didn't get to show everybody, but basically they got a 1. So
Okay. You got to do it again because it's got to be shown that the dice.
It's got to be shown as it. Well, here you have it. All right, they got a 4. You lucky geezers. You went from a 1 to a 4.
Everyone, what that is.
So that means we will talk about it now. I don't know how to necessarily approach this. I mean, have you ever had an experience at your house where you thought your house is possessed? You're like, so okay, I have this thing. I have this thing, right?
What someone said it. What is it here? It's haunted, not possessed. Yes, which is true.
This is true. Unless there's a doorbell that has fallen, and the doorbell, because if something's possessed, it's an object that's possessed, isn't it?
Can be.
So it might be a secret doorbell that they don't know about that's possessed.
Okay.
Maybe the doorbell's in the back of the house and they never looked.
They never looked.
Now,
to answer your question, no, I've never experienced that.
No, I mean, I like watching horrors, but if I do ever watch a horror or anything like that, I have to. Even if I'm at home alone, I don't mind it, right? But if I do watch a horror, I have to, like, I've just got this rule. I have to have my back against the wall. Not even on the sofa, because there's too much of a gap, right? Between my head and the wall. My back and my head has to be touching the wall. Just so that I know that nothing's going to grab me from behind. I can see everything in front of me. That's the way it should be. So, how that helps you, Becky, I don't know. But just make sure your back's against the wall. And no gimmicks.
You've just got it all wrong. You've just got this all wrong.
Got to. You're killing me, man. Oh, man. Make sure your back's against the wall. What is that?
It helps me. It helps me out. I don't get scared. I don't go upstairs and have nightmares about clowns anymore. All right, Sarah Jane. All right. I just
against the wall.
Keep my back against the wall. Nothing's gonna come behind me. So if you feel like your house is haunted, yeah, keep your back against the wall. Nothing's gonna grab you from behind. At least you can see it head on. At least you can see it head on, man.
That tickled me. Sorry, no gimmicks. I couldn't contain that after then.
It's all right. So, sorry, what was this girl called? Who's
Becky.
Written it?
Becky.
All right, Becky. Forget your house being haunted, love. You need to check your bloody partner out. Right? First of all, you haven't got a bell. How could you even forget? You haven't got a ding-dong bell on your door, right? How long have you been living in that house that you forgot you didn't have a bell, first of all?
They've just moved in.
Right?
They might have moved in.
Right, they've just moved in. First thing you know, you haven't got a bell because you know everyone's knocking on your door, so you know you haven't got a bell. You're asleep. You've heard a ding-dong. Your wuss of a husband is telling you to go downstairs and check. First of all, you need to knock him out.
She told her husband to go downstairs.
No.
No, he told her to go downstairs.
Her husband, her partner, her husband, whatever, told Becky to go downstairs.
Oh my God! What?
Right? You need to knock him out first of all. Secondly, there's no bell on the door. Right. So there's a ding dong noise in the room. He sent you downstairs, love, while his phone's been going off. You need to check his phone. So he sent you downstairs. He's had a quick look at the phone, thought, oh, go and check who's on the door. He's quickly looked at his message while you've been out of the room, lovey. You need to come back and check his phone. That's what I'm telling you. There's no ghost. There's no haunted. This guy's got you running like a blood ghost himself.
Well, I tell you,
that's taking a chin.
That's taking a.
Exactly.
Sweet.
There's something more fishy going on here.
No, I don't actually think it's that deep. If you want my advice, Becky, I think you just invested into. Nah, do you know what it is?
I think come from then.
So I think what it is they've got they've got very thin walls. You know, some houses, they just have thin walls. I think next door neighbor, pizza man's come, dropped off a delivery, hit the doorbell, given them the pizza. This is midnight pizza. You know, everybody loves a good midnight pizza. Gone, dropped off the pizza. They've heard a ding dong, thinking, we don't have a doorbell. What's going on here? And they just getting scared for no reason. I am kind. I can't help it.
The truth is, your house is haunted.
Check his phone, lovey.
It is haunted. Why is it haunted?
The house is haunted because you don't just hear random ding dongs. Yeah, she's gonna know what. She's gonna know what his phone sounds like at this stage. What his notifications are and stuff. So what you should do is you should get in touch with ghost hunters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, get in touch with ghost hunters. Get them in. They'll be doing them like scans and everything like that to make sure that we can hear it's got a bit cold in here, hasn't it? They can do all that kind of stuff. You feeling chill?
I used to.
And then someone like Derek Okora, but not Derek Okora because obviously he's gone. But someone like Derek Okora could come in instead of speaking to a Sam. Yeah, he's speaking to Pam, and he's like, "Come on, Pam. Tell me what you can see here, Pam." And then next minute you're having a
the ghost must have loved her.
Going to the house
that's not there anymore.
Then after the seance has happened, someone's going to end up getting possessed, and then it's going to get turned into a movie. So I think you should do it.
Yeah.
No ghost.
The movie's called Ding Dong.
Yeah. The movie's called Ding Dong. The House.
And then check his phone.
The bell that you just can't ring.
He's got you scared.
He's
got you scared.
One LZ Productions, I hate you with an absolute passion because I never thought of this. What if the wall grabs me instead? Then I'm screwed.
It's game over.
Then it's game over. Holy moly.
It's game over.
Oh, man. Now,
it's time for you.
I tell you what. Oh, is it that time now, guys? Yeah, it is that time. It's Kasim versus the world. I want to know, guys. Yeah, I want to know. What do you think about perfume adverts? You got bigger problems than last bit of Listen, yeah, I have. No, but on a serious note, right? Perfume adverts, yeah, they just shouldn't exist. They're the stupidest types of adverts. Honestly, why are you getting a model to walk around? How does that showcase perfume at all?
Okay, I can't put my 10 pence in here.
Yeah.
No gimmicks. You can get involved, whether you're for it or against it. I just can't get involved.
All right.
Look, I don't. Yeah.
Kasim, how many adverts have you seen online where you've seen an advert, right? And then you thought, oh yeah, I need to go and buy that, because if there's no adverts, you won't know what's coming out.
Honestly,
next.
I can tell you 100% wholeheartedly. Look, I love advertising. I live and breathe advertising. But I can tell you wholeheartedly, I have never been online, saw an advert of a perfume and thought, oh, I want to buy that. Yeah, I go to a perfume store. I go to a perfume store. But this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that how can you buy something that you can't smell? Seeing a model walk across the screen doesn't tell you whether that's perfume is nice. It doesn't tell you. You've got to go and you've got to smell it.
Also, guys, before you carry on, if you do want to join us on the chat, if you want to talk about this topic, I know Roy said you've got a lot to say about this. If you feel comfortable, join us on the live stream and put your case forward as part of the world team.
Yeah, but Kasim, you've got to understand the rest of the world is gullible, right? That's why marketing works. Because there's so many gullible people out there who'll look at something on TV and go, "Oh yeah, I definitely need to get that." Right? So they're not. So the adverts are not targeting people like you.
People don't watch. Nowadays,
I'm also going to. So
I'm not talking about marketing in a whole. That's marketing in a whole. I'm not talking about marketing. I'm talking about perfume advertisements. I'm talking about. So I mean, I mean, if that perfume advert,
just before you finish, I'm going to bring Roy on because I just want to hear what Roy is going to say for this.
Okay, yeah, come on in, Roy. Let's have a talk. What's
Hello,
your thoughts?
everyone.
Hello.
You've got to see the advert on TV to smell it, not to smell it, to know about it, to go to Boots.
No gimmicks, just
no gimmicks. What? 1 second, no gimmicks. Let's see what.
Right, so basically, I'm here to speak on behalf of the world.
Okay.
As we all know, Cass and Shaw, I like to take you down.
Clearly, there's some vendetta that you've got against me.
Right, the thing with adverts, Cassim, is you will not know a new perfume is out on the market without seeing those adverts to prompt you to go to the shop and smell it.
Yeah.
Oh, let me go give that a little whiff. And you should know the adverts are there to tell you a story. They sell you an ideal, a lifestyle.
How does a fake lifestyle of showing a model that you're never gonna look like, walking down, all dressed in gold, walking down,
but it's not about the model,
and it has
because it captivates your interest.
Exactly.
No, but the thing is,
I'm watching this, and my mind's, I'm losing brain cells.
Do you know what perfume that's for?
No. Even right now,
you know the advert, so you do know that it's a perfume advert. Therefore, it's already
I'm being sold the model. I'm thinking I can go to the store and buy this model. Yeah, I'm not, because that's all I remember.
Dumb. You're dumb if you think, I can go buy this model.
No, because my point is, there's no, if the perfume was like
100%.
If there was a perfume, like let's take this cup, right? Imagine this is a bottle of perfume. Imagine this a bottle. If somebody just held this perfume and said, "This perfume is the perfume of your dreams. It smells like cedarwood and lemon and rose. It's everything that you want from men and women."
But that's boring.
Yeah, exactly. No, but then I know what it smells like. Then I can imagine in my head, that's me seeing somebody walk across on the screen.
And the whole point of advertising is to sell you. It's not just to sell you a product, it's to sell you the whole ideal and the whole lifestyle and the whole, oh my God, I can be like this model. They're not selling you a perfume, they're selling women a perfume.
I can bet.
No, and they're also selling a man the idea that, my girl might like that.
No, but okay, same goes for aftershave. I don't want to see, David Beckham pick up an aftershave and do absolutely, he just stares at it and goes, ch-ch-ch.
Right.
I don't want to be like David Beckham.
Before anyone says anything, guys, I'm going to have to moderate it for a second because we've got another guest that wants to join us.
Let's go.
Chungus.
Hi, can you hear me well?
We can hear you loud and clear, Chungus.
Okay, I just got one thing to say, and it's about the Dior adverts. You know that one short-haired woman? She's always in that golden dress. She's always walking up Summit, and she always goes, "J'adore Dior." Or is that just me? I get that advert every time I see a Dior ad. Or is that just me?
Does that make you want to buy Dior?
No, it makes me want to punch the TV screen.
Thank you, Chungus. And you know what?
Annoying.
You're not the only one. In fact, we've got a few people who also agree with what you're saying here. Let's just bring up some of these. Some dodgy dealings going on. What else did Zahir say? Rubbish cologne, perfume adverts. All right, let's have a look. I can't stand perfume adverts when you get a whispering in French. CBA. Now, I'm just saying. Sayed, I think you need to take control and decide.
Do you know what?
Who wins this one?
I've heard everyone's issues.
So can I just say? The adverts might really be annoying, right? The adverts, I don't even dispute that some adverts are really annoying, but it's not about the advert. It's about sometimes the most that double glazing advert is the most annoying advert, but it gets the message out there, and that's the whole point sometimes of these annoying adverts. It's about getting the message out there. But
the double glazing one, the difference is
you have gone out Gaston, you will have gone out and bought so many men's perfumes that you've seen. You probably wouldn't have even known that they were there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have known that they were there.
Yes.
I agree with you, no gimmicks. I wouldn't have known that they were there. I've never seen them on TV.
You've seen them on TV.
I've never seen them on TV.
Gone out,
No.
and then you've bought them.
I tell you what, I once went,
Well,
I
you
once
wouldn't
went to
even
the
know.
store. Yeah.
You wouldn't even know that there's a perfume out there.
I don't want to name the name of the perfume just in case somehow we get sponsored by them for whatever reason. But probably not. But high hopes. You got to dream big. You've got to aim high, right? But saying that, just in case, I've been in. I've seen one on TV where I've gone out. Yeah, I smelt it and it smelt disgusting. But then I saw one that a brand that I've never even heard of before. Yeah, some random brand that I've never even heard of before. Picked it up, smelt it. It was the greatest thing. I didn't watch this on the TV advert, but I saw it in the store. I could smell it.
If you hadn't seen that advert, if you hadn't seen that advert, you wouldn't have gone out and you wouldn't have smelt the other one and you wouldn't have bought it.
Right.
So it worked.
Okay,
It worked.
so I'm gonna have to put an end to that one there now. You've all put your cases forward. I'd like to thank everyone that's got involved, and I am gonna say this one goes to the world, Gassim.
What? Oh my gosh!
Because you just said right there, Gaston, you just said right there that you were prompted by an advert to go out. You went out. You went out to check it out just because you didn't like the smell, but you did buy another one, so the advert did work. You did go out.
I never bought that one.
I never bought that one. It still kind of got you to go.
The store got me to buy another one.
Yeah, you went and smelled
the salesperson did their job well.
No. You went and smelled that perfume and you didn't like it.
No, when you go to when you go to the perfume store.
Right. Okay. This is now done.
People.
This is now done.
Smell the victory, people.
Thank you for everyone that got involved. I'm just conscious of time, and most importantly, Gassim, you need to bring forward some stronger cases, man, because that's 2-0 now. 2-0. I want to say a massive thank you to Chongus and a massive thank you to Roya for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
It was fun. It was fun.
Bye.
There you go, Gassim. Perfume adverts are useful.
Holy moly.
They are useful.
Gassim.
Now,
Sorry.
Gassim, it's that time of the show, man.
It's that time of the show.
It's that time when somebody better call the doctor.
Doctor. Now,
Doctor.
Can you read out the question that we decided to give to the doctor?
I most certainly can. Now, as we always do, me and Gassim go through all the questions that you guys send in to us, and we pick one that we feel only the doctor can give the truth to this person. Now, the person who actually sent in a question was someone who took advice from the doctor from a previous question. So it comes from Lisa, and Lisa says, I'm replying to the doctor's Godfather advice where he named me Lisa. I want you all to know that I will be watching the Godfather trilogy and Pulp Fiction after his advice. I have, however, been told that Godfather Part 3 isn't worth watching. Doctor, can you advise me if I should skip it or not? That was the question.
That was the question. Now, this doctor found the last digit of pi.
Wow. It is said that the doctor once shot an enemy plane down with his finger by yelling, bang. Can you believe it? He went bang! And the plane came down.
On that note, welcome, Doctor.
Doctor here. Again, I'd like to confirm both those statements are true. Anyway, on to the advice that Lisa apparently has taken. Well, to answer your question, Lisa, to answer the first part of the question, whoever has told you it's not worth watching, that person isn't worth being around. So make sure you eradicate diseases as such said person from your life. Because skipping watching The Godfather 3 is like skipping school. You're going to miss out on an education. It's like skipping breakfast and then not eating anything else all day. It's like skipping watching Hey Arnold when you came home after school. It's like skipping a shower every day. It's like skipping seeing your family during lockdown. It's like skipping, but without a rope. It's like skipping past the Rubicon Mango on Eid. It's like going to a barber, but skipping the haircut. Imagine ordering a Mr. Whippy ice cream with the flake and the raspberry sauce, but then skipping the cone. You know what it's like? It's like saying you don't want coronavirus,
Doctor, we've lost your audio there.
Where did you get up to? Because there's a lot of skipping going on here.
It's like skipping coronavirus.
Right, yeah. It's like skipping coronavirus. But then, it's like saying you don't want coronavirus, but then skipping taking the vaccine. It's like saying that you've taken the doctor's advice, but then you're skipping taking the doctor's advice. It's like skipping this show and not getting the doctor's advice at all. There's some things in life that you just wouldn't do. And skipping The Godfather 3 is one of them. That last scene, Al Pacino on the stairs, the scream of despair. You see, you skip it, Lisa, you'll never know what I'm talking about. So do what's right. Eradicate that cancerous individual from your life and watch The Godfather 3. And that's the truth I prescribe.
And there you have it. The doctor's truth. Now, on that note, it's time to say goodbye to No Gimmicks. Thank you for joining us on this amazing episode. We've loved having you on here, No Gimmicks.
We certainly have. No Gimmicks. Thank you very much. It's flown
You're
by.
welcome,
It's
guys.
absolutely flown.
Love being on here. Thank you for the opportunity to just, give a few home truths.
Love it. Love it.
But most importantly, we did have a question coming in from the chat. Before we go, it just says, hi, I have a question. My friend has a problem. He always gets himself in a problem with toilet issues. How do I tell him he needs to find help?
I'll answer that for you in
Roll the die.
in six words.
Roll the die. Roll the die. Roll the die.
Are we rolling the die?
Roll the die. Very quickly.
Very quickly, go on.
And I'll let you have that one, Kasim. You can just give the advice on that.
Oh, I was expecting it to be a. Well, you got a 6.
You got a 6.
You got a 6. Now, quite simply, even though you've got a 6, there's no way you can further describe this apart from you just tell them. You just tell them that they need help. You know, you just break it to them slowly. You know, you don't like drop it straight in there. Oh, you need help. You know, they'll think, bloody hell, what kind of man are you? But what you do You
Look
just
at this.
ease it in. Yeah. My friend recently had a very bad toilet issue, so we suggested she goes docs, and it turns out she has Crohn's disease. So just be a good friend and tell him. So that's what I mean. Yeah, you just tell him. You just say to him, look, yeah, all you need to do is make an appointment with your doctor, potentially the doctor, and see what you get prescribed. That's what I'd suggest. Now, on that note, it is been an awesome show, and we've enjoyed having everybody join in, including No Gimmicks, and everybody who joined in on the actual call and in the live chat. Now, please do send in your questions via our social media, whether that be Facebook or Instagram. We are on both. Go ahead, send us your questions, and be sure to follow us on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and also on YouTube. And if you've not already done so, give this episode a huge thumbs up. Give it a like. It's right there. It's not doing you any harm. Just press the button. All right. Now,
in fact, I'm just going to touch upon that. There's quite a lot of people watching right now, and there's not enough likes in relation to the proportion of people watching. So, unless you want me to go absolute ape like I did last time, guys, do us all a favor and just hit that like button. It's not hard.
The best thing is when you hit that like button, it costs you nothing. Yeah. Think about that. Free likes. Now, on that note, be sure to tune in on Thursday from 8 till 9, where we'll be here again answering your questions. And if you do feel like helping us out and supporting the show, make sure to follow us on our Patreon as well. Well, that's it from us, guys. Thank you and good night.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me on. Loved it. Take care.